Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar, From Interactions to Engagement, The Power of Conversational AI. I'm Stephen Giuffre from the AI and Voice team here at Vonage, and I'll be joined in a moment by Mark Smith, one of our regional account managers, who is particularly well versed in the opportunities conversational AI brings to businesses across industries. But first, a brief introduction to Vonage for those of you who may not be familiar with us. We are a global cloud communications leader providing apps and APIs. We specialize in helping businesses establish and accelerate their digital transformation through our fully programmable Vonage communication platform. Our APIs allow for the integration of video, voice, chat, messaging, and verification into your existing platforms and workflows. This facilitates the creation of automated interactions with your customers based on how they prefer to communicate with you. So with that in mind, our webinar today explores the benefits of expanding and enriching digital engagement with conversational AI. We will specifically mention Vonage's AI Studio application, which combines low-code, no-code creation of automated conversation flows with AI-powered customer engagement. This is an engagement application that is personalized for your users and personalized for your business. AI Studio features Vonage's own NLU engine, and we're very proud to announce that Vonage AI Studio was recently awarded the 2022-2023 Cloud Award for Best Use of Artificial Intelligence. And we're excited to share an omni-channel demo with AI Studio, and we'll do that a little bit later in the program. But let's kick off our discussion with the state of customer engagement. Customer engagement is as defined by our customers. Understanding the importance of customer engagement and providing our customers with the tools they need to elevate the customer journey, well, that's foundational for us at Vonage. We survey our customers each year, and our latest global customer engagement report provided some key feedback and insights. First, our customers concur that their users want to talk to them across a variety of connected channels, with their interactions being integrated into the apps they're already using and connecting them in a frictionless manner. But not only do you have to have the right channels for your customers, the channels themselves have to be more than effective. They need to be smart and intuitive so that they offer exactly what the customer needs when they need it. A data point that comes to mind from our most recent survey is that even with most companies' digital transformation efforts well underway, only 45% of users are very satisfied with their business communications. But this is where AI comes in, to take the next steps to personalize customer experiences to help companies differentiate themselves in their respective markets. Okay, so Mark, I know we're ultimately focusing on omni-channel engagement with conversational AI, but isn't it fair to say that there's a continued preference for speaking, and this means that voice is an important element of such a deployment, particularly when you think about the automation and analytics of speech?
Yeah, g'day, Stephen, and a warm welcome to all our participants today. To answer your question, yes, and without a doubt. Certainly voice connectivity is foundational, but the ways we connect with voice have expanded beyond PSTN to include embedding voice in apps via WebRTC and communicating through voice assistants in the home, which continues to grow. I guess the notion of voice is primarily a way to make phone calls initially made way to basic IVR flows. But this type of self-service is giving way to AI-driven virtual agents to incorporate latest in text-to-speech, speech-to-text, and AI natural language understanding. Virtual agents with machine learning become smarter and more predictive in terms of expanding what is possible through the self-service component. It becomes an enhanced extension of your brands, providing better and more immediate outcomes. It also enables improvements to your workflow. To that point, customers expect to be able to make purchases and resolve issues quickly and without the intervention of sales representative or an agent. And it's estimated that over 80% of consumers expect access to a self service application to resolve simple routine issues. But the progression of voice goes beyond better self service. And when you're looking to automate your customers' voice interactions, it's important that a voice API deployment that you choose has a strong AI foundation. In addition to better self service via speech, you are taking the next step of enabling predictive analysis of these interactions, such as sentiment analysis, for example. This can elevate engagement further based on the insights you receive, and you can ultimately drive better business decisions. So, Stephen, I mentioned AI, and I see how speech interactions are further enhanced because of it. But can it be more than just better self-service using a voice API? Is that correct?
Well, yes, absolutely, Mark. And so let's build on this notion of voice AI to voice as part of a more immersive engagement plan when you consider the benefits of conversational AI. And this is really how the CPaaS technology stack has been augmented with advanced capabilities that include programmable omni-channel experiences. So conversational AI, and in particular Vonage's AI Studio, can represent a complete engagement application. So what this means is that more than these individual moments of interaction of a voice bot, you're now moving to automating across channels and achieving conversational flows that occur in natural language. This not only meets customer preferences for how they can interact with you, voice or messaging, for example, but it's also where you're now more easily building context of your customers' interactions and gaining insights from those interactions. So when you're transitioning from static robotic IVR trees or scripted chatbots, you're creating virtual agents within a conversational AI framework that provides self-service at greater scale and greater intelligence. That's because with machine learning, self-service virtual agents become more adept at predicting outcomes by using historical data, for example. This means that the AI application continues to expand upon the number of issues and inquiries that can be auto-resolved. And so in discussing the benefits of conversational AI, I've been touching on key considerations for introducing AI into your customer journeys and workflows. So now let's address a few more. First, we believe it's important to acknowledge the continuing preference for speaking, but at the same time, also recognizing that customers want to communicate with you over a variety of connected channels and devices that are more appropriate for them at any given moment of their commerce journey. And as you consider augmenting the support experience with conversational AI, it's important that you have a solution that provides frictionless handoffs, not only to live agents, but to other steps of the customer journey. So, for example, connecting your studio via webhooks to deliver confirmations of interactions. And importantly, there's also the ability to integrate with your platform, CRM, contact center, and analytics tools for reporting and insights to gain a more complete view of your customers and ultimately driving more better business decisions. And then, of course, all of this needs to be done in real time. So what we're discussing here is a pivot from supporting individual moments of one-way communications, from account setup to purchase to alerts, to support, and do this to a 360-degree view of your customers. It's important that these interactions and conversations are personalized based on your industry, use case, and of course, your customer needs. Personalization also means that the right solution, as I mentioned, should be capable of broad customer data interaction. So I can't stress enough how integrating with your CRM and contact center provides that more holistic view of your users. And then there are deployment considerations. The most effective and simplest deployment is when you can build a virtual agent and conversation flows for multiple channels and do this in a low-code, no-code environment. Do it with minimal training and have templates and samples at your disposal available to facilitate the build. But at the same time, it's important to know that the application also has an expert AI team behind you who can not only build the engine, but can provide services and support that tailors the solution to your business needs. Also important to mention that all of this should be accomplished without a rip and replace. Conversational AI should augment and complement your existing platforms as an extension of your brand. And finally, localization is key. You need to ensure that the vendor you choose can ultimately effectively reach the markets that you serve in local and natural languages, whether it's voice or messaging. So, Mark, I believe a conclusion that we can draw here is that most industries can benefit from the enrichment of their communications by injecting AI into their experiences. Before we feature our demo, could you share some of the examples of how our customers have introduced conversational AI into their workflows?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, to touch on your point, the beauty of these AI use cases, it really gets the light bulb going, especially with people building these flows, because it's kind of vertical agnostic. You can use these flows. You can think of ways to use AI Studio, in so many different verticals. And I guess to summarize a few, for healthcare, enable a frictionless integration of your voice calls to a custom AI bot and analytics via our voice API and the AI connectors, for example. If you look kind of around the marketing industry use case, updated and scaled marketing campaigns, not just using email, which is very traditional, but using WhatsApp with AI Studio and a campaign manager. If we look at hospitality, extending your SIP trunking to using the voice AI API with voice AI connectors to customize a restaurant ordering bot, for example, which could facilitate customers' orders via a natural voice. And for something like advertising and that industry, updated over 100 of outdated custom IVR codes with an AI Studio virtual agent, which streamlined the whole process.
And I think it's fair to say here, Mark, that we've seen some really good outcomes in terms of how this automation has impacted their business in very positive ways in terms of number of calls handled, the speed in which they're handled, and the overall quality of the service that's provided.
Yeah, and I guess the other point is the simplicity of updating these flows. In the past, it could be quite difficult to update lines of codes in a voice IVR, for example. The beauty of AI Studio is the simplicity of updating those flows. So it's another benefit from kind of an operations perspective.
All right, this is great, Mark. Thank you. And I think we're ready to introduce our demo.
Thanks, Stephen. Okay, so now for the fun part, the use case demo that we'll be showing you today. So we've built the demo using Vonage AI Studio. And to give you some context on this use case, it's for damage package support. So in this instance, myself, the customer, has received a parcel delivery from Vonage Post. And when I've gone to find it at my doorstep, it's severely damaged. So the next port of call for me is to ring Vonage Post to try and find out what's happened to my package and how I can resolve this situation. So we're going to create an omni-channel experience, which is using AI across multiple channels to facilitate my request. So what channels will we be focusing on today? Voice. So we'll have an inbound call to a PSTN number connected to our AI virtual agent, and they're going to vet the call and guide me through what options are available to me. You'll also see WhatsApp for business channel being used, also coupled with AI and using the rich media capabilities that the WhatsApp channel has to offer to obtain more information from myself to help resolve the issue. You'll also see the implementation of video using our Vonage Meetings API for an escalation of the query, so I can talk to a customer service agent to sort my situation out. In the background, you'll see seamless transfer of data going on. So we've used a Google Sheet for this example, but you can think of that Google Sheet as your CRM or your customer agent portal, where we can personalize the messages using that data, but we can also update those databases and CRMs with information received during the AI Studio voice call. So once again, we've got voice, we've got WhatsApp, we've got video, and we've got the transfer of data through CRMs. You'll also see our speech recognition and text-to-speech capabilities showed off, as well as it all being backed by our AI capabilities as well. Let's start our demo with a call to Vonage Post Contact Center.
Hello, Mark. Thanks for calling the Vonage Post damaged goods line. We would like to get more details on the damaged item. To enable us to assist more efficiently, we would like to continue this conversation using WhatsApp. Using WhatsApp, you can share images of the damaged package. Are you okay if we continue using WhatsApp? Please say yes or no.
Yes.
Thanks, Mark. In a few moments, you will receive a WhatsApp message from us and we can continue the conversation. Thanks.
Okay. As I've selected my preferred channel as WhatsApp to continue the conversation, Vonage Post has sent me a WhatsApp message from their business account. And they're asking for my order ID, which I've entered. And now they want some information on the damaged package. In this case, I'm just going to say it's badly broken and send that message. This is actually handled by a messaging virtual assistant within the AI Studio to take them through this flow. It's asked me to send a photo of the damaged package. It's pretty bad, isn't it? So I will submit that photo using WhatsApp. After receiving, they send me a message notifying me that they'll get back to us soon and have given me a reference number. The next part we'll show you is what the customer care agent could see from their CRM or dashboard. So please use this Google Sheet as an example of a CRM that you would be using or a customer care portal. As you can see, there's some updates populated, so name, the order number, the description that I wrote back through the WhatsApp messaging channel that's badly broken, the date and time, and also the image and request ID, which matches what I received in the message. And you can push and pull data from the CRM. We can personalize the start of the calls as well through the CRM to say the name Mark, for example. So now it's back to the experts to review. And they've come back and said that the image I sent, they need more information about it. So they'd very much like to have a video call initiated. Do I have time to talk now? Yes, I do. So I can click the button, yes. And this is all set up through our AI Studio WhatsApp flow builder. You can set up the buttons or lists. And I'm sent a video link to my WhatsApp channel, which is using our Vonage Meetings API. So once I click the link, it begins a video session through my browser, and I can join the meeting. And I can connect directly with Neil, who is my Vonage Post customer service representative, who can then guide me through the next steps and help me get a resolution for my damaged parcel. So thank you very much for your help, Neil. And that concludes this portion of the demo. Okay, so let's cover a summary of the points and channels that we went through in that demo, just to summarize the capabilities. So firstly, we had a conversation with a virtual agent from an inbound call center, and we personalized that call with the name of the customer, as we already had. They're an existing customer and we had their name. So the virtual agent hosted on AI Studio was taken and vetted the call from the user. The second stage is an outbound WhatsApp for business templated message from Vonage Post, requesting more info as the customer selected that as their preferred channel to communicate on thereafter. And the main point is us vetting some details through the bot and then sharing a picture of our damaged item. Number 3, the customer shares their image of the damage package, which is updated into the Google Sheet or the CRM of choice, so that the customer service agent can then view the photo and think of next steps. As the photo wasn't good enough on this occasion, the customer service rep wanted to initiate a video call for escalation using our Vonage Meetings API, which has a unique link that we can send for each session between each customer interaction. And once again, just to reiterate, the database is updated with all the information, so we're pushing and pulling data from the CRM into the AI Studio Pro and back again. So that's just to summarize the points. Once again, the omni-channel experience is voice, WhatsApp, video, and also the requests into the CRM. So I hope you enjoyed the demonstration today, and I'm sure you've got a lot of questions. So I'll hand it back over to Stephen now to do a bit of Q&A with our participants. So thanks very much for your time.